This is hot. This is very hot. Ooh. Oh, lovely. There's already a dog hair in my cup of tea. Ooh. I just wanted to turn on my camera and kind of do a follow-up to my New Year's video last year, because I think that was my favorite video that I made. One of my favorite videos that I made, just because it was really nice. And it was a way of like putting my goals and hopes like somewhere where I could see them, and somewhere where I was like, I told the internet this is what I'm doing, so I should probably do it. And I really liked that, and so I wanted to do that again this year, even though I didn't really make many videos last year. I haven't made a video in a while. I really enjoy making videos, so I just wanted to make another video, and I'm just talking and I don't know what to do and I'm awkward and yep. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in because I don't like sitting here awkwardly trying to come up with something to say, and I have notes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my notes. Alright, I'm gonna start off with a review of last year, and kind of talk about my resolutions last year and how those went. I just noticed I totally blend into my sweater. Like if I move it, I'm literally the same color as my sweater. Oh my gosh, I'm so flippin' white. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my resolutions last year and how those went. And that'll be fun. Alright, so my first resolution last year was to document my life more. To take more pictures, to make videos, and to journal more. None of those things went very well. I took more pictures than I usually do, which is nice, and I got some really nice pictures. But I obviously, I made videos for a few months and then I gave up because it was work and I'm lazy. But it happens. Also, I kept the journal for about 3 months, 4 months. I don't know, it was a while, maybe it was like 6 months. I kept a journal for a while, and I really, really liked it. I would journal, like, not every night, but, every couple of nights. And it was really nice and therapeutic and a nice way to write things down, and get my head cleared out, and I put it down on a page instead of it rattling around in my brain. I'm gonna move this because the sun keeps messing me up. Oh gosh, now you can see all the messiness in my room. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. I journaled for about 6 months and then I lost my journal. So I stopped. And that wasn't entirely my fault. I bought another journal, but it just wasn't the same because I had all my previous stuff in that other journal and I just didn't want to journal as much in this new one. But yeah, so that sucked. But I found my journal like a week ago. And I was flipping through it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. It's so nice to like see what was going on last year and see where my head was, and it's just fun to look back. And so that didn't go too well last year, but I really want to do it more this year because it's really nice and I enjoy it. And yeah, and I want to make more videos this year because I really love making videos and I think it's really fun. And again, I want to document my life, and so yeah, that's going to be a thing that hopefully I'm going to be doing. Cool. Alright, my second resolution last year was to eat healthier, and that also did not go too well. A lot happened last year. This last year, yeah. Because it's definitely not New Year's, it's definitely a while after. A while. It's like a couple of days. But a lot happened in 2017, and it was not fun for me, most of it. There were a few really wonderful things, but overall, last year really sucked. It was probably the worst year of my life, so that was fun. That was fun. And I didn't have time to think about food a lot of the time. I had other things that I was thinking about and other things that I was doing. A big problem is when I get stressed, I stop eating. Like, I just don't want to eat when I'm stressed. I don't get hungry. I don't have an appetite. I just want to not do anything ever. And so I actually lost weight last year, which is not good because I didn't have much weight to begin with. So I want to gain a little bit of weight this year. And I want to eat breakfast every morning, which I didn't do last year. Are you proud of me? I have a smoothie. I have a smoothie right now. This is my breakfast. Delicious. So good. Yeah, last year didn't go super great in the health thing. but I'm not going to dwell on it too much, and I'm just going to try to do better again this year. Yeah. My last resolution last year was to worry less about things that I can't control, and I feel like I did make progress on this last year. I did get better at this last year. I still need to work on it. It's like a constant thing. I have to remind myself, like, hey, don't worry about it. There's nothing you can do about it anyway, so worrying about it isn't great. Newt from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them says, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like, worrying means that you suffer twice. And I totally agree with that. I think that's such a good thing, so I'm really working on not worrying as much, because I don't want to suffer twice. I want to listen to Newt. There was a heck ton of things last year that I had no control over. And, halfway through the year, I realized that I was going to die if I kept worrying about it. I just didn't have the time or energy or mental capacity to worry about all of it. So I just gave it up to God, and I was like, I can't handle this. I know you can, so I'm just going to let God handle everything. And honestly, life got so much easier once I did that. I don't want to say easier, but I felt better. I felt mentally. I was mentally in a better place once I did that, and it was just a huge blessing. And so that's something that I did do better at, and so I'm proud of myself for that one. Alright, so now that I've talked about my failures last year, let's talk about what I want to do this year. Okay, so my first resolution is I want to get organized. And I want to keep my room clean, and I want to keep my closet clean. Right now it's closed because it's not good. It's not good. You don't want to see that. But I really want to keep organized, and I want to, keep my life together and keep things nice and tidy and clean, because when I'm in a clean environment, my brain works a lot better. And I want my brain to work. That's a nice thing. So I'm going to try to be more organized next year. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because I just want to, nice and simple. Okay, cool. Yeah. Woo! Alright, my next resolution, numero dos, is to start planning for my future. Because this year I've realized, I always knew I had a future, but this year I turned 18, I started college, I had my first serious boyfriend. And I'm thinking about, I'm going to have a future in the next few years. I'm going to have to deal with, adult stuff in the next few years. Pretty soon I'm going to be on my own doing adulty things, taking care of my life, learning about taxes and doing taxes and grocery shopping and all that kind of thing. And I'm like, what is this? This is so crazy. And so I want to start planning for my life. I want to start making money so I can save up, and I want to start getting better at handling things, and again, getting more organized kind of goes with that, because getting my life put together is good before I go off into the world. Yeah, so that's something that's important to me, and that's something that I want to start working on this year. Because I'm an adult now. This is so weird. I don't understand. I don't. My last resolution is really important to me. I want to learn how to forgive myself. If I do something dumb or stupid or something that's hurtful to somebody else, obviously first I want to go to that person who I hurt or anyone else who was affected by what I did and do my best to fix that and do anything I can to fix the mistakes that I made. But then after that, I need to forgive myself. I tend to dwell on the stuff that I've done wrong and be like, oh, if only I'd done this instead, and really beat myself up about it. And I don't want to do that anymore, because it's just not good for my mental health. It's not good for my head. It's not good for my heart. And again, it's kind of like the worrying. I just need to give it up to God and realize that, I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes. And as long as I do my best to fix those mistakes and, to try not to make those mistakes in the first place, but I'm going to make them. So I need to learn to forgive myself and to get over it and to be okay with not being perfect. Oh, which is so hard to do. Oh gosh. That's one of my biggest resolutions this year, is to learn how to forgive myself and to allow myself to be human sometimes. Yeah, those are my New Year's resolutions for this year and my updated ones from last year. And yeah. yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye. Oh, you're still here. Hi. Well, I mean, since you're here, and if you're bored, you could watch one of my other videos that I made. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna warn you though, they're so cringy. They're awful. I made them last year. They're bad. They're bad. But, I mean, they're here if you want to watch them. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click over here in this general area. Still hot, still hot. It's still hot.